Hello and welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to continue building our admin dashboard. And if I come back here, this is the project that we used for demo. And in this also other project here, you can see the other things that we covered in the last video. We covered this uh, orders page. You can see the orders page here that we designed. And also we created this banners page here. So today I want us to also look at other pages. So if I come back here to this already created project that we used for demo, and then click on the products, and here for the products you can click on create, and when you click on create you can be able to see that we have this new product page here. For this new product page here, you can be able to select the image, and also you can be able to add information about the product. And then after you have added all the information, you can click on create, and this will create a product in the database. Also, I want us today to look at the detailed product page. So if you click on edit here, you'll be able to be directed here where we have a product, and you can see most information here. And another thing that you can do here is that you can be able to add things like you can be able to edit the information about the product and then be able to update using this button that you can see here. So what we are going to do is that let's go back to our code here, and then we can be able to create those two pages first of all. So here under these pages, so this one I want to push it down that way so that we can have a somewhere that we can work. So here I want us to create another page, and the page that I want to create is a new product .jsx like that. And I think actually here I created a folder, and it should be a file. So I'm going to delete this. So let me move it to recycle bin, and then I'm going to come up here and create. I'm going to create actually I don't know, I need to create a file. So this one will be new product.jsx like that. I'm going to use this shortcut RFCE, and then after that I can be able to remove this importation. I'm going to save that. And also another page that I'm going to create here is a product page, because this is where we are going to display all information about the product, and also you can be able to edit and update. So I'm going to use RFCE also. So here I'm going to remove this like that. And now the other thing that I want is I want to close these pages that we are not coding right now. So I'm going to remove them, and I'm going to be left with the new product page here under product page. So here into app.jsx, you can be able to see that we are listing the pages here. So I'm going to copy this and create routes for those other pages. So I'm going to add it here, and you can see here, if you check, you can be able to see that we are creating them as a children to this route here, because they need to be nested for the admin dashboard. So this one, we are going to call this new page, so, or new product, sorry. So new product like that. And then here I can be able to import the new product page. So new product, I think still here you can see the code is still syncing, so we cannot use the auto completion. So I'm going to import it later on. So I'm going to copy this, and also I'm going to paste down here. And now the other page that I want to add here is the product page, but I want to have product, and then here I'm going to have an ID. So this one will be ID of the product. Actually it should be colon like that. So yeah, it should be like that. And this one will be just a product page. So here, if I come back here now, I can be able to import, or maybe let me see if auto completion will work. So I'm going to just add here product. Let me see if there, yeah, you can see auto completion is working. So also here I'm going to add product. You can be able to see this product here, and when I save, you can be able to see that we have imported these two pages here. So now if I want to go to the new product, so if I come back to this project that we are creating, and then here I can just go to this route new product here, and you'll be able to see that there's a new page that have been created here. So we can also be able to add now the information of the code that we are going to have here. So let's start by creating this new product here. So I'm going to go back to my code and then click on this new product. I'm going to close this app.jsx. And the other thing that I want is that here in the admin dashboard, when you click on create here, you can be able to see the page that you want to create. So the first thing is to add this header here. So I'm going to remove this here, and I need to give it a little bit of padding. So class name, and then I can give a padding of 5 like that. Now the other thing that I'm going to do is create a div here, and this div will just hold the heading. This one will be heading 1, so this one will be new product like that. I want to style this because I want to center my heading. So here I'm going to add flex and then items to be center. I want to justify content to be center also, and I want actually this one, yeah, should be center, and also I want to margin bottom to be 5 like that. So if I come back here, I can just be able to just add class name, and this one I just need to give a very large text 3XL, and then font weight I want it to be semi bold. So if I save this and come back here to my code, you can see this text here, and I feel like still is a very large text, but we are going to leave it like that. You can just change the font size here by maybe giving it to Excel like that. And if you come back here, you'll be able to see that it has reduced. I think that's a good size. So after that, after we have this heading here, so another thing that I'm going to create is now this part. So you can see here we have this part that holds that has a border, have this shadow here. So you can see also inside here we have this left side and the right side. So let's do that. So I want to give first of all this div here that holds everything. So I'm going to style it. So I'm going to first of all give it margin top of 5. I'm going to give it a background color of white like that, and also padding of 5. I want to give a shadow to be shadow large here, and also I want to give rounded to be LG like that. So if I save that, and you not be able to notice anything for now, and or actually you can see this shadow here. So and that is the container that you are creating, and which is this container here, and then we are going to create the right side and the left side. So we are going to start with the left side. So I'm going to have left side here, and then I would just comment this comment, and here we can have a div. So div here. So this is the left side. So let's first of all concentrate on the left side. And for the left side here, actually I want to create I think I will create a form. So let's create a form, and form here. So this one will just be a form, and let me close here. It will just be a form, and this one we are going to have actually now inside here we are going to actually, let me just remove this. I want this to be the one that wraps the everything, because you can see here we have inputs. So this one are inputs and these are inputs. So we are going to have those two. So this one, we are going to also make sure that we wrap everything with this form. So that means that left will be here and also right will. We are going to have the right side here. So let me just comment that. So for this, I'm going to make sure that I style it. So the first thing is need to have a flex, and then flex will be flex. We are going to give it flex to be column. I think so. Okay, now we have a flex column here, and also I want us to, if the screen is medium, we can give a flex to be row, and also I want to rounded to be LG. So that means if a screen is medium and we are going to actually have them as row, that means side by side. And in this case, you'll find that if the screen is small, then they will be displayed vertically. But when the screen is medium, then they will be displayed horizontally. So I think we can continue here. So for this case, now we have the left side. So let's create the left side now. So I'm going to have a div here for the left side, and we are going to style it. So we are going to have a class name. We are going to give it a flex of 1, because on the right side also we are going to give a flex of 1. This one will be space. We need to give a space y or vertically, and then 5 like that. And after that, now we can add now the div here. Remember, everything here will be hold as a div. So for example, let's come here. So this one will be a div until here, and here, and this also will be a div. I want a div to hold the label name and the input. So let's start with this, the first one here. And for this, I'm going to copy like this part. You can see this part here. We had already implemented on the banners. There's no need for us to recreate it. So I'm going to come up here, and we have this part here. I'm going to copy it like that. So copy that, and then I'm going to come up here and paste it like that. I think there's something that I have not done correctly. So let me see if this here we have let me just see. So I think let me just copy this part here. Let me just copy this part. I think this one will be just okay. Yeah, because this one you can see it has hold this part here. So let me just come back here, and I'm going to paste it inside here like that. I think it's like that, and then we can just be able to auto import this from React icons, and then I want to format my code, and then I'm going to close this. So for this one, I think now I can be able to come up here and say label, and then here I can just say image product image. And if I save this and format again, because I don't like the spaces that are being left. So if I come back to my, actually here you can be able to see that we are having this plus icon here. I don't know why it's not working the way I wanted. So I'm just going back to the banners here, and I think I need to copy this, the whole part here, from this part here up to here. Yeah, I think that's what should be, I should have done. Sorry for that. And let's come back here, and inside here I can be able to paste it here now. I think that's now will work the way it should. So format this and save that, and if you come back here you can be able to see, yeah, this one is working, and also this one, we should be a product page. this one will be product page, so product page like that, and also this one will be label, so label, and let's change that to label, and also this one will be just a label like that. And then now I want to format this code, and here I think there's a space which I don't want, so like that. So this one is the first div here, so I'm going to have another div now that will hold also the label, and this one will be label here. And also for the label also we are going, so for the label here, for example, now here we are going to have a product name, so product name like that, and we are going to have an input here. So let me style this. So one here we are going to have a class name, so for this class name we are going to have to give it a display of block. Also the other thing that I want to give is margin bottom of 2. I'm going to give a font to be semi bold, like that. And now for the input here, let's make sure that we style this. So for this one I'm going to have a styling, so I'm going to give it a fold width, and after that I'm going to give a padding 2. I'm going to give a border, and border here, so I want to give a border color, so we are going to give a variation of a gray color, so let's give like 300. And also I'm going to make sure that it's rounded, so I want you to see here the kind of the input that I want to create. You can be able to see it here, so for this one, but you can see for the placeholder here you need to add like a placeholder which will show the what you need to add here. So product, this one is product name like that. So after that, if I save that, and then yeah, you can see now this one is okay, so the same as this, yeah. So but I also need to capitalize this name here, like that. And then I'm going to copy this, copy that, paste it. And for this one we are going, after the product name we are going to have a product description, so product description like that. And this one now will be just text area, it won't be like text. So this one will be uh, product description, and also I can just give it like columns and the rows. So calls here, actually it's not color, it should be calls. And this one I'm going to give it 15, and the rows I'm going to give it a rows of 7 like that. So if I save that and then you come back here, you'll be able to see how it looks like. So after that, now I'm going to paste the another div here, and this case now this one will be original, or original price, product, and original price, so original price, yeah. And then yeah, I can be able to give like this one should be number, type of number here. And also here I can just give like dollars, so I can just say $100 or something of the sort. After that we are going to give after the original price we are going to have a discounted price, so this one will be product discounted price, because we can have discount, so discounted price. And for this one also it will be a number. This one I can just give like for example dollars 80 like that. And I'm going to paste it here again. So after the product discounted price we are going to have also now the other part, like the wholesale. So I'm going to just cut this, remove it here, and the other part will now be on the right side. So if you can see here, you can see we have the discounted price here, and for after we have discounted price here, you can see we are going to continue on this, the other part here, which is the right side. So I'm going to come up here on the left side and then have a div. So for this div here, I'm going to have a class name. So I want to copy the everything that we did here. So this one will be flex1 and then space y5. So this one we are going to add flex1 so that they will be having the same width. So space y, and this one will be 5. So if I copy here, and then this one will be wholesale price. So let's add here wholesale price. So if we have a wholesale price here, so this one will be wholesale, and then this is just the number, also a type of number. So a number here, and I think also here we can just give it like 70. So $70, and after that we can have a wholesale minimum quantity. So that means the amount of products or the number of products that you need to buy so that the wholesale price actually applies. So minimum quantity, and in this case here is just a number also, but in this case now is a number, but in this case now will be just a number. So for example, 10 products, like that. I wanted to create something that also applies for the discounted price and also wholesale price. So for this, after the wholesale minimum quantity, we can have the brand, for example. So for the brand here, so let me add brand. So you can just type brand. For example, in cosmetics, we have a brand that is called Kylie. These are just some research that I had already done. And after that, we are going to have now here, after that, we are going to have, for example, a label, and this one will be concern. And for the concern here, what we need to do is to select. So if I just save this and then come back here, so here we don't have a space, I'm going to add that. So here you can see when you get to the concern, you need to select here. So there's this select an option here, and also we are going to have a skin type here and categories. So we are going to have also category here. So what we are going to do is that, let me just come back here, and this one I'm going to give it, let's say select. So let's see how select will work. So let's come back here to and give it select. So select, like that, and then here I can be able to just make sure that I styled it. So for select here, I'm just going to give a border 2. I'm going to give a border color, which is this one, that is #44, like that, and then I'm going to give a border here, and then this one will be solid, and we can give a padding of 2. We can give a margin bottom of 4. We can give a small of MB and 0 here, SM, and a small, for small screen we can give a margin right of 4, like that. So here you can see that we have a class name, and it has all this styling. So we are going to have options, and already created options so that we don't have um, all that to do all that with you so that you can save some time. So I'm going to paste it here like that, and I think these options here also I'm going to place them in the resource part of this video. So this is a concern here, and if I save that and come back here, you'll be able to see that we have this part where we can be able to select. So don't worry for this space here, we are going to create that space in a few. So here I need also to capitalize this concern here. So for the concern, let me just see here for concern, I can be able to add this concern here. And now after this div here, so we can have another div. So for this div here, let's have, actually, let me just paste here. No, okay. Let me just copy from this here like that, and I can be able, or let me, or maybe see, let me see what is the next part here. So actually it's a skin type, so I'm going to copy this with the select. So I'm going to copy this div here until here, I think, and then copy that, and I'm going to paste down here. But for this, this one will be just skin type. So skin type, skin type, uh, skin type, and then I can be able to add here. Now select skin type here, and skin type, and then I can just add the options. So let me just come here. I had already created the options, and let me copy this and then paste it here and here. So this one will be just here, and then I think I have the other one here, which is let me see. So we have category, and then we have the create button. So I'm going to just copy this here, this div, and after that I can just paste it here like that. So for this one will be category. Actually, let me just add here category like that, and then here this one will be category like that, and then here we can have let's see the categories that we have. So we just have 4 categories, which is foundations, lotions, toners, and serums. So you can go ahead and add others. So this one I'm going to have toners. I'm going to have serums. So serums like that. I'm going to have here also the foundations, and also I'm going to have lotions as the part of category, and then I'm going to remove this option here. So after that, now we can have the button. So button, and for this button here we just have create. So for this one also I want to just give a styling. So let me just come here, add the styling, class name. This one we are going to have a background which is slate, and we are going to give 500 as a variation. Text will be white, and also I'm going to give padding or y or vertically to be 2, padding x will be 4, and then we are going to have rounded I think, yeah, like that. So if I save that, come back to my application, so you can see that we have all this, but you can see that we don't have a space right here. So to do that, I'm going to come back to, for example, this here. So where we have the right side. So I think yeah, this the right side here, and here I can give a margin. For example, I can give a margin left of something like 5. Let me see if this will work. So if I do that, yeah, you can see now we have a space. We have a space. They are distinguished, and we can continue with other pages. So now we have created this part or this area here where we can be able to add the product. So now the other thing that we are going to do is to make sure that we have created the product page. So if you come here and for example, click on products and go to the edit, you can be able to see here the product page that we want to create. So here to go to the product page that we need to just add product, and after that I can be able to add any ID. So for example, you can see product and then ID here, and then we are going to have the product page here. So let's continue and create the product page. So we are going to cross new here, that new product, and then here this page here, we are going to start here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to make sure that I arrange how I want to create my product page. So if I take a look here to this admin dashboard for the product page, I can be able to have like 3 parts, and the 3 parts is, for example, this one will be the first part here, and this will be the second part, and this will be the third part. But you can see all these 3 parts here have the left side, and we are going to have the left side and the right side. So let's do that. So we are going to first of all make sure that we style the whole container that holds our product, and we are going to give it a padding of 5. I'm going to give a width of 170 the VW, like that. And after that, if I save here and if I come back to the project, you cannot be able to see anything. So you cannot be able to notice anything. So we are going to start with this upper part here. So for this upper part, let's create a div. So for this div, actually, let me just uh, click on this div here. Yeah, like that. And then here I can be able to style this. So first thing, because they are aligned horizontally, I'm going to give a flex, display flex, and then items will be center. And also we are going to have justify to be between. And also we are going to give a margin bottom of 5, like that. So after that, now we are going to have a heading. So heading 3, and this one will be just product. So product here, and after that we are going to have a button here that is create. So button, and this one will be create, like that. So this is the first part, and let me start this. So class name here, I'm going to give text to be 3XL. I'm going to give a font of semi-bold, like that. And for the button here, let me have a button. So here I'm going to give a PG, and then select. We are going to give it 500, like that. I'm going to give a text of white, and then also I'm going to give a margin Y here of 2, and also I'm going to give margin padding X of 4, and then this one will be rounded. So this will be rounded, like that. So if I save that and come back to this part of our application, you can see we have the product, and also we have the other upper part. So we need to have this also, the other part here. So I can just create here, for example, first part, first part, and let me just make sure that I comment this like that. I'm going to have the second part, yeah. So we are having the second part, and like that. So you can be able to see that. And the other thing that I want here is to make sure that let me just see. So we have the second part here, and what else I can do is to make sure that I create another div. So for this div, let me first of all make sure that I styled it. So for this one, I'm going to have the div here. First of all, it will be, we are going to give a flex, and then we are going to give a flex to be column. I'm going to give it for medium screen. I'm going to give a flex of row, so that they will be centered horizontally, and then I'm going to give a gap 5. So after that, now I'm going to have the first part that will hold the chart, and I can come here and add the chart here. So let me have this part where I have the chart. So I'm going to just comment that. So here we are going to have the div that holds the chart. So for this one, I'm going to just give styling. So for this one, I'm just going to give a flex one and line chart. So I'm going to make sure that I import the line chart. So let me just come here. Already I've prepared that. So this one is from MUI, and that means if you are not understanding this importation of line chart, you have not gone through the other videos, and you can just go back, check for those videos where we are discussing about line these charts from material UI, and then you can come back here. So I'm going to format this like that and save. So if I come back to my application, you can see now we have the line chart here. So the other part that we have been left with is this part here. So let's do that now. So we have now, after the chart here, we are going to have this product card. So I'm just going to call it product card. Let's just call it product card like that. And I am going to comment. So let's have the product card here. And okay, so now for the product card here, this one will be a little bit complicated, but we are going to manage it. So we are going to have a div. So for this div, I'm going to give a styling. So first thing, I'm going to give a flex of 1, and also I'm going to give the background to be white like that, and padding will be 5. Also I'm going to give shadow to be shadow large, and also I'm going to give a rounded to be LG like that. So that part, if I come back here to my, you can see this part here, that is what we have been styling, and you can see it here. So now the other thing is to make sure that we have other divs inside here. So these divs, we are going to have, for example, this first div here, the second div, the third div, and the fourth div here. So let's do that. So the first div, so here I'm going to have a styling for that div. So class name, and I'm going to give it to be display flex. I'm going to have items to be center, and also I'm going to give margin bottom of 5 like that. I'm going to give here I'm going to give an image. So, and then image I already had I want to first of all style this image so that it has a it is rounded. So I'm going to give a height of 20, width of 20, and also I need to say rounded full to make sure that it is circle. So rounded to be full, you can be able to see this one here, and I'm going to give a margin right of 5 like that. So I think now I need to just add the source of the image here, and already I had already copied this URL from Pixel's website. So I'm going to paste it there, and if I save that and then format my code, I'm going to save that, and if I come back here, you can be able to see that we have this circular image here. So after that, we are going to have this other part where we have the text. So this is a span. This one will be just a title of that image. So I'm going to copy this from here, copy that, and we are going to paste it here, and then let us give now the styling. So for this one, I'm going to give text will be just 2XL. I'm going to give also the font to be semi-bold, this one. So I think we can just come back here and see. Yeah, you can see that. So I need now to add these other divs here. So let's have another div, and this div, I think we are going to just give this div here. We can just have a div that wraps the other part, that is the bottom side. So space y and then 3. So now inside here, this will hold now the other divs. So for this one, let me just give it a class of display flex, and then we are going to have justify to be between, justify between, and now here we can have, for example, a span. So this one will be, let me just come here and make a styling. So this one will be font to be semi-bold. So you can see semi-bold here. And for example, this one will be ID like that. And I'm going to have a span here. So for this span, it can hold like the ID. I can just add here the ID is that. So I'm going to copy this, and I can paste it twice like that. So the other part is sales. So sales like that, the number of sales for this product. We can give the number of sales for this product is 625. I'm going to also give, for example, if it is in stock, and I think this one I can just add yes or no. So I'm just going to just say yes, yes, like that. So if I format this and then come back here, you can be able to see now how great that looks like. So if I come back here, you can be able to see the same. So now we need to go to the third part, which is this down part here. So let's do that. So I'm going to come here. I want to track where I am. So this one, we are here. So we need to have the third part. So that part like that. So I want to comment that part. So we are going to have this div. So now this one will be just the down part, or the last part. So we are going to give a class name of styling. So here I'm going to, for example, give a margin top of 5. I'm going to give a background white, and also I want to give a padding of 5. I want to give a shadow of LG like that, and then rounded, here will be just LG like that. So after that, we can have the form. So the form here, and this form will hold the inputs and the labels. So this one I want to give a styling for it. So first thing is flex will be column, and then also we are going to give, if there is a medium screen, then we can give the flex to be row, and you can give a gap of 5 like that. So, and then after that we are going to have a like the first part here. So let's have this part. So for this one you can give a class name, and first thing I need to give it a flex of 1, and also I want to give a space of y, then 5. So I want to give this as the left side, so left as left. So I'm going to comment this like that. So inside here we can have now the other part. So now, for example, we can have the this div here that holds the label. For this label, for example, this one is a product name like that, and then we can have the input. So input will be here. So for this input we can have the class name. So for this class name I want to style, so I'm going to give the full to be width to be full, padding will be 2. I'm going to give a border, so border here, and I want to give border a color, so border gray of 200, and also I want to give it to be rounded like that. But this one I want to give a styling variation of 300 like that. So if I come back to my project here, you can be able to see that we have this product name here, and also for the label, let me style it so that we can have a name here. So we can give for example the text, the styling to be block, display block. Also I can give for example the margin bottom of 2, and also I want to give a font to be semi bold like that. And when I save that, come back here, you can see that now the name has been bolded. So after that I can now copy this and then paste it here. So for this one also we can have the product description. So product description here, and I think this one, I don't know if it is a text area, so it's just an input. So for this one we are going to display them here. So that's why you can see here I don't have this, because we are going to display actual information of that product, so don't worry. So we have the product original price. So product original price, I'm going to paste it here, I think so. Yeah, product original price, original price, and this one is original price, and this one is a number, is not a text. So this one is a number, and I'm going to also add here like let me see, also we have original price and also discounted price. After that, let me see, in stock, that is. So let me just come back here, and we have a discounted price, discounted price, and also we have the other part where we have in stock, but this one will be just select. So in stock here we are going to have a select, and then after select here we can have options. So we can have option 1, which is yes, and we have option 2, which is no. So option 1, yes, and then no here, like that. So if I save that and format, so if I come back and see how it looks like, yeah, you can see we have that. So I think for this one, I need to copy, like for the input here, I want to copy that and paste it for the select. Let me add here class name and then paste everything here. And if I come back, yeah, you can see now it's showing here. So now we need to add the other part, and that's where you'll see that this one will not be taking the full width here, because we are going to have another thing that will occupy here, which is this image here and the button and this this icon here. So let's do that. So we have the other part. So let's have the right side. So this one is div. Let me track where we need to add that. So here we have the right side, right, like that. I'm going to comment that, and then here we can have a div. So for this one, let me add the class name, and for this one I'm going to first of all give a flex. So let me just give a flex of 1, and also I need to give a flex, and then flex column. I need to give also items to be center, item center, and space y5, that is to give a space of vertically. So if I do that, I want you to notice something. So if I come back here, you can see that now this is not taking like the full width, and that's because we have added the other div on the right side. So now for this right side here, the first thing that we are going to have is we are going to have this div, and this div that will hold everything that is inside here. So let's have a styling. So for this one, I'm going to give a display flex. Flex will be column, and also we are going to have items to be center, items center. Actually, it's item center, yeah, like that. And then inside here we can have the image. So I'm going to copy this image here because also the image looks the same. So copy, the styling is everything is just the same. So I'm going to paste it here, and after the image we are going to have the label. So for this label here, I'm just going to give a styling class name, and then we can give a cursor to be pointer, cursor pointer, like that. And then inside here we can have now you can have the icon for upload that, and this one should be from the React icons. So let me see if we can do the auto completion. So we cannot be able to do like the auto importation. So let me just come up here and import. So import that icon from React icons, you can see here, and FA, and here we can just have a far upload like that. Yes, so then we need to style that. Yeah, we need to style this icon. So one thing that we are going to do is to make sure that it's big to Excel, and also it's gray color, and we are going to give a variation of gray color, and this one will be 700. So if I save that and format my code, because it is not organized. So if I do that, you can be able to see we have this, And I think if you check here, you can see actually this image is big. So let's add the size of the image also. So this one will be 40, and then 40 also. The other thing is I want to give, for example, the margin top of like 5. So if I save that, come back here, yeah, you can see we have now the image here. We have this part where we can click and upload. So, and then we have the now the last part here, and the last part is, let me see, yeah, we have the button. So let's have the button here. So for the button, we are going to have a update button, and then let me style it. So class name, and then this one we are going to give a background of slate and a variation of slate, and then the text is white. And also I need to give padding y of 2 and padding x of 4. Then lastly I need to give rounded, like that. So if I save that and come back here, you can be able to see that also we don't have a space here. So I can just come up here and give for example, I think I can give of 5, margin bottom of 5. And if I come back here, you can see now how great it looks. So that is it. I don't want this video to be longer than this. I feel it's very long. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to this video and this YouTube channel. And also, if you haven't liked this video, kindly like, so that it may also reach other people who are learning to code. So have a great day. See you on the next